deal. Picked off. They did not have an interception last year by a linebacker. They've got Guyton now running down the sidelines, but he's taken in for a touchdown.
Not even starting spikes, but he reads the tight end coming across and plays it perfectly. He's on the inside hip. He's underneath, so there's no way Carson Palmer is going to get the throw in there.
Brian Leonard is checked in. He slips out, gets rid of it, and intercepted. Intended for Ocho.
Watch him right at the top of the route. He begins to stop and sit. Carson's anticipating him to run that dig route, cross the face of.
So near the end of the first quarter. Palmer up top. T.O. well underthrown, and that's picked off by Godfrey. That was a terrible pass and a big return from Godfrey.
There's some pressure. This is a throw that's late down the middle. A throw that Carson can't make in this situation. And not only that, but sails on him. I mean, the safety's right there. They got help over the top. Beeson's right underneath. Godfrey over the top. You can't make that throw in that situation.
Palmer throws from the end zone, and it's intercepted and a touchdown.
Had some things. You're going to see Grimm come running in out of this screen. He was running to this like he knew what the call would be. Immediately trying to play the ball. He wasn't concerned about the man. They said they had some things for the Cincinnati Bengals and Carson Palmer.
Well, they're going to throw it. Was it intercepted? I believe it was. It is intercepted by
Unable to move the ball at all offensively. The last punt, great break on the ball there by Talib. The last punt ended up in Columbus.
The very next play.
You complete this inbounds, you may have to come up and kill it.
It's intercepted by Piscatelli, and he's inside the 40 and run out of bounds in the 35 yards.
6 in the secondary. Leonard in the backfield. Caldwell takes the place. Second down and 10. Intercepted. Big time pick by Sean Smith. Breaks it from Cook. Gets a block on the play from Clemens. Brought down by Caldwell. Sean Smith.
And watch Sean Smith. And Carson Palmer is expecting Terrell Owens to continue coming over the middle. He stops. It doesn't go for the ball. That's where Smith is just waiting to make the catch. The catch so many defenders could not make today on defense and finish off the play with an interception. Sean Smith does that. The second-year defender makes a play. When we talked to him last night, we said, hey,
and we talked about the frustration Ocho Cinco showed after just one catch last week. The pass on the outside, intercepted, picked off by Calvin Hayden to the end zone, touchdown.
Not getting his week's practice under his belt. He just throws this off his back heel, and I don't know where he thought Ocho Cinco was going. He obviously thought he was going to break off his pattern. Ocho Cinco kept going, and man, that's a softball. Sixth pat.
Palmer throws, intercepted, picked off by Tywan Hagler. Down the sideline, inside the 10. It'll be first and goal for the Colts.
All right, let's take a look at it. That's Jermaine Gresham, and you can see just undercut by Hagler. Now from the left, there's Palmer. Palmer looked like, did Palmer hit him with a leg as he went by?
With time. Intercepted. Aaron Francisco still on his feet and down. And he is ruled down at about.
Well, Carson Palmer under no pressure. He's got a really nice pocket. Tries to squeeze this into Terrell Owens. Owens doesn't seem to be able to make a play on the ball. Right to number 43, Aaron Francisco.
At running back, standing right next to Palmer. Palmer in the end zone, picked off! George Wilson! Can he get down his side?
saving tackle. And the Bills are back in business again.
The Bills drop off into coverage and zone it off. And George Wilson steps right in front of Terrell Owens and gets down the sideline. Palmer never saw him.
56-yard return. Picked off. Florence again. And that should be it.
You'll watch as Palmer drops back. He's going to throw this into a crowd. Gresham can't get up for it. And as Florence goes up for it, he just grabs it and decides just to go down, which is the smart play.
Darrelle Revis apart from the others. To me, he has incredible balance and really strong hands. So he'll get his hands on you, and you're not going anywhere.
Palmer airing it out on a 3rd and long. Easy pick for Jim Leonard. 2nd and 10 at the Jets 28. Palmer with time, looking for Terrell Owens, underthrew him, picked off by Cromartie. Out to the 21-yard line. There's a flag on the play as well. In disbelief, triple coverage, easy pick for Cromartie. Jets turn, Palmer over for a 2nd time.
And this is what's going to be called quarters coverage. You divide the field in quarters. Now, once he clears, there's no one to threaten him. He just climbs, gets to the middle of the field, and that's just a very poor decision. He throws it to the middle. It's just bad. Bad all the way around.
Is that quarter coverages?
That was celebrating their win. He tried to get his team lit up with that visual aids.
Jermaine Gresham's in the lineup. Polamalu picked it off. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown.
What a play. Undercuts the route. Palmer doesn't see him. He jumps in front of Owens. And then Palmer is going to be the guy that hits him on the sideline. And somehow, look at that athleticism. 2 of those were against really good teams, Atlanta and Baltimore.
Carson Palmer to throw on 1st down. Intercepted by Woodley. And Woodley, touchdown.
Carson Palmer just does not even entertain the thought of Lamar Woodley undercutting Chad Ochocinco. And Woodley
end zone. Intercepted. Polamalu.
Troy, you got a bad ankle. Go
And
down.
he pitches it back to Bryant McFadden.
Teams a week ago. It is 3rd and long 2. Going deep, he's looking for Caldwell. Intercepted. Who else? Who else? Ed Reed.
Talk about trusting the wide receivers. Carson Palmer's going to trust that Andre Caldwell comes down with this ball, but if it's tipped, and if it's an overthrow, and if it's thrown to the inside of the field, Ed Reed will come down with it. Chris Carr was initially on the coverage. This ball, I believe, has to be thrown further to the boundary on that outside shoulder. If it drifts inside, that's what
Now Lewis jumps back. With a zone, here comes the blitz by Kruger. Intercepted way. Look at this. It's Ed Reed once again. Lewis was back there, and he watches his longtime running mate Reed go the other way, and from behind he is taken down by Pierman.
Today, this goes off the hand of the intended receiver, and Ed Reed is the best at intercepting all tips and overthrows. We already seen him pick off one earlier today that was tipped. And he's one of the best in the league, Kevin, at running and creating yards after he gets the interception. He is just a